¿Qué traes? So this is just a question that you can ask. You don't have to worry about too many irregularities, I'll show you just another way to ask this, but to a group of people. This is just a question that you ask to someone, you're asking about how someone is feeling, what's going on, or something similar. ¿Qué traes? ¿Qué traes? That's a very good question. That's a very good question. And this means, what's the matter? What's the matter? What's the matter? This is not like a literal thing. Of course, ¿qué traes can mean what are you bringing, or something similar to that, or what are you carrying, right? But this is not literal. This is just an expression and a question just to ask something similar to what's the matter? What's the matter? ¿Qué traes? This is informal, by the way, very informal. And you need to be careful, of course, because you don't ask this to someone who you are not familiar with. This question is used among friends and people that you know really well, okay? That you're comfortable with. So remember that. So let's look at some examples using this question. ¿Qué traes? ¿Qué traes? ¿Por qué estás enojado? ¿Qué traes? ¿Por qué estás enojado? So you're asking two things here. What's the matter? That's the first one. And the second one is, why are you angry? So yeah, usually when you ask ¿qué traes? That's because you're noticing something is happening. The person is acting weird or maybe different. Like you want to know what's going on. What's going on? ¿Qué traes? ¿Qué traes? What's the matter? ¿Por qué? ¿Por qué means why. Okay? If you have por qué together and without the accent mark, that means because. Okay? So big difference there. Estás, tú estás. We don't need tú. We need estás, and that means are you, because it's a question. Enojado. Enojado means angry. Okay? Angry. Estoy enojado. I'm angry. Estoy enojada. That's a feminine form, and it's the same meaning, angry. I'm angry. Estoy enojada. I'm angry. Okay, so it's a good question to ask if you want to know what's going on. ¿Qué traes? Okay, the tone also is important. So if you are angry as well and you say ¿qué traes? Obviously, that's it can be difficult. Maybe it's not the best idea, but if you are concerned and you say ¿qué traes? ¿Qué traes? So it's similar to saying what's the matter, right? What's the matter? What's the matter? Anyways, now remember that I will answer your questions as soon as I'm done showing you, everything, the meaning and the examples. But don't worry, I'll get to it. I'll get to it for sure. Okay, the next example is ¿qué traías ayer? Te veías triste. ¿Qué traías ayer? Te veías triste. So this means what happened to you yesterday? You looked sad. So this is slightly different. This is more advanced, if you want to ask, what happened to you yesterday, past tense, then you don't say ¿qué traes? Because ¿qué traes is more like present tense. The person that you are asking this to is acting differently. So if you want to know what happened yesterday, you can actually conjugate the verb traer in past tense, and then you can even add the time when that happened. In this situation, ayer, yesterday. For example, que, again, que means what? Traías, this is the verb traer conjugated in past tense, present tense, happened. It's not like what's the matter, right? It changed, the meaning changed, but it's similar to saying it happened, okay? Ayer. Ayer, we have to include to you because traías indicates that you're conjugating this for the personal pronoun tú, tú. So we include to you in this situation. We don't have it in Spanish in the sentence because of the verb. It gives it away. Ayer, yesterday. Okay? ¿Qué traías ayer? What happened to you yesterday? Tú te veías. You looked. Okay? Te is a common reflexive pronoun that is used with verbs. In this situation, the verb is ver, to look, to see, and to watch as well. So te veías means you looked. Te veías bien, you looked great. Te veías triste, you looked sad. Triste means sad. And this is masculine and feminine, by the way. Ella está triste. She is sad. Él está triste. He is sad. So triste doesn't change. That's a good adjective, by the way. Te veías triste, you looked sad. You can also say tú te veías triste, and that means you looked sad as well. Interesting. So if you want to ask what's the matter to a group of people, then you change the letter S with the letter N. ¿Qué traen? ¿Qué traen? And you're asking this to more than one person. So you can change this to ¿por qué están enojados? So we need to change a few things here. ¿Qué traen? ¿Por qué están enojados? What's the matter? Why are you angry? But this is to a group of people, you plural, okay? So remember that. So, ¿qué traes means what's the matter? It can change a little bit if you ask something that happened in the past. So if you want to do that, remember to conjugate the verb traer, which is an irregular verb. Yeah, it can get tricky, but it's a good question. If you just want to remember what's the matter, something that is similar to what's the matter in Spanish, you can just say, ¿qué traes? ¿Qué traes? What's the matter? Okay, perfect. Do you guys have any questions? Any questions? What's the difference between ¿qué pasta? Pasta means pasta, like the food, right? So probably you're probably asking ¿qué pasa? ¿Qué pasa? So it's similar. It's similar to saying what's happening. So that is the question, almost like a literal translation of ¿qué pasa? But also it can be used as a greeting, You're just saying, hey, what's up? ¿Qué pasa? What's up? But ¿qué pasa? Also can mean what's the matter. That's a great question. by the way. So you can use either one. ¿Qué pasa is a more, I would say it's more common to say ¿qué pasa? More than ¿qué traes? Okay, but both are used in Spanish, those questions. ¿Qué pasa means what's going on, similar to saying that. What's the matter? Okay, or it can be what's up. So it's more versatile for sure. This one, ¿qué traes? Is more, it's just one thing and it means what's the matter, similar to saying what's the matter. Now, ¿qué traes may not be used in all the Spanish speaking countries. Some people from certain countries in Latin America, I know that this phrase, this question is used in Mexico. You can say it, but remember there are so many Spanish speaking countries, so some of them might use it, some of them might say ¿qué pasa? Okay, so just keep that in mind. I didn't find a specific country that uses this phrase only, but I just need to let you know that. I need to let you know that. Excellent. Excellent. Oh boy. Yeah, great question, Django. Great question. ¿Qué traes? ¿Qué traes? Do past. I'm not sure. I'm not sure about that question. But remember, as I said before, you can ask this in, you want to know what happened yesterday or weeks ago or years ago. I mean, this is more like, this is used, you don't wait a long time to say what happened to you, yes, it's common to say yesterday or the other day, right? The other day is el otro día. ¿Qué traías el otro día? The literal translation, by the way. Let me just fix this. Oh boy, oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Okay. ¿Qué traías el otro día? So that means what happened to you the other day. That's a literal translation right there. Te veías triste. You looked sad. Sad. Yeah. So el otro día is another great phrase that you can use. And it literally means the other day. Okay. So yeah, you usually ask this, like either present tense, in the present, what's the matter, or just a few days back, you can ask what happened to you the other day or yesterday, right? So yeah, that's the situation we're talking about.